May 16th. Fancy meeting you here. Grab a coffee and let's get smarter together. I feel like this is the moment to revisit the fact that the agricultural revolution took 3,000 years. Beer and the reason why humans are omnivores might be mentioned as well. But let's start here. What's the result of humans seriously taking up agriculture? Staple foods, grains in particular. What are staple foods? A standardization. Agriculture radically limits the variety of sensual input you will be exposed to during your meals, but also during the time you procure your food. Why do things feel like something? I argue that any sensation is a signal that we found a trigger to switch the composition of the data which are selected by us to generate a model of the world and the self. There's a dopamine release as a reward for our curiosity, so we actively seek out those triggers. You sense something because your mind is altered, and nature considers this a good thing. Why? Because random searches lead to the highest payoff, and those are the best way for us to come up with solutions to our problems. But metabolic and time restraints force us to discard most of the information that's available to us at any given moment. Constantly switching the data that we use ensures that our searches don't become limited by the restraints but stay as random as possible. It's like constantly circling through several security cameras that give you different perspectives of the same area. The more diverse triggers we are exposed to, the better for our problem-solving capabilities, therefore. Because, to stay in the picture, the more diverse triggers we are exposed to, the more cameras are activated and the less we miss that can be helpful. With this knowledge, it is obvious why humans are omnivores. The more you can use to nourish yourself, the more different sensations, triggers, you have the chance to be exposed to. And no, nothing else in nature tastes just like chicken. It makes sense then, as well, why it took literally millennia until humans took up agriculture seriously and sometimes abandoned it again. Why it correlated with the appearance of signs of organized settled religion, and why grain best used for brewing of beer had been the starting point. Our ancestors were reluctant to limit the variety of triggers that gave them dopamine boosts, along with surprising insights at times. A bit of this and a bit of that. They knew it worked best for them. Ever-changing, mixing gardens. Exploring more than exploiting. Hunting the next switch is an energy-intensive way to live, though. A solution that seemingly offered a thoughtless utilization of triggers would always be a temptation. Enter purpose-built places filled with tried and tested triggers, what we now call places of worship. They are standardizations in and of themselves, a standardization of the exploration, as a beer, alcohol, and other drugs. As standardizations, though, like Uber explorers, they are not a viable replacement for the real thing, exploration, as our bodies today tell us every day with physical and mental health issues. Therefore, seek out sensations to hunt for what you have perceived but are not yet aware of. Allow different thoughts, maybe impossible sounding thoughts. Explore, also known as think. Make a habit out of thinking. Let's turn thinking into a movement. Like, comment, share, and follow, lest you miss a single opportunity to improve yourself and society. And when you do, I'll see you next time at the coffee pot.